So this one here, this is definitely one I've been wanting to talk about, and I couldn't wait to get your thoughts and opinions on transgender MMA fighter Alana McLaughlin.
Okay.
Did you hear about that?
No.
I didn't see the fight. I think she won her first MMA debut fight or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. But that's not even the thing. My question to you is, how do you feel about a transgender woman, or however you classify it? How do you feel about them fighting women? Like, so I have this picture up on the screen right now. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking this is a side by side of what she used to look like and what she looks like now. Now, for me, first of all, let's get the disclaimer out real quick. Okay. You know what I mean? Because it needs to be said. I have no issue with transgender. If that's the route you choose to go, then it's your life, your body. You can do what you want to do. How do you feel?
Absolutely. Neither do I.
You feel the same way, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So with that being said, now when it comes to fighting in a sport, I feel like if you were once a man, or however your transgender situation transformed.
Okay. I'm just a little bit confused. What now? What are you trying to do? So
that, I think that's the before and that's the after. Yeah. The arm up is I think this is the after.
Oh. Okay.
So you already see the strength capabilities, right?
Right.
Of the person. I don't think it's fair to be able to fight a woman. Not saying women aren't strong, not saying women aren't capable. I'm just saying I think that's an advantage. What do you think?
Why does she look, this picture?
The one with the tattoo. With the shirt off and the tattoo.
More bigger.
So let's hear this is an actual video.
That's what I'm like, that looks bigger than that picture. That looks more feminine.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So did it downsize, or, because I'm like, what do you mean?
I'm not sure.
Before I transitioned, when I was on a team, I could bench press over 300 pounds. I could deadlift the back end of a car.
So I wouldn't fucking doubt that. Like, look at this. This is a pretty goddamn, capable looking physique for those weights.
I could run 6-minute miles going on HRT. That's hormone replacement therapy. I cannot do those things anymore,
Yeah, so I don't doubt that for somebody who is under. Now, again, what exactly is your HRT?
And that's what I was saying. Okay, so it looks like you downsized. And I'm like, it looks a little bit of a change.
I didn't even know you could do,
I don't know what that change looks like, but I'm like, it looks like a change though.
Right, like.
How does that work?
How does that work? Because I would think it's a clear disadvantage in the beginning with...
That's an assumption.
That is an assumption.
Because looking at that picture, yeah, you're like, wait. But I'm looking, I'm like, okay. But if you're looking at the pictures, I'm like, that don't look like the same physique though.
And
it's a little bit different.
I'll be the first to tell you, I am so misinformed on this type of a topic.
I know I am.
So that's why we're bringing it up, to make ourselves... You know what I mean? Dive into this area, because whether you like it or not, it's here.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This type, I'm trying not to be, you know what I mean? I'm trying to choose my words carefully, because I don't want to upset or make anybody feel some type of way. So again,
please forgive, because I feel like maybe the proper way would have been to find out the appropriate way to probably address or something.
Right.
Prior to, but
ignorance is no excuse. Ignorance is no excuse. So I will never make an excuse for that. But I'm just saying, this is new.
True.
This is new uncharted territory. This is new waters. Transgender fighter. And immediately off the top of your head, you see that picture of the physique. You're standing there like this, and then you think, oh snap, you're about to fight. I would love to see the woman that she fought, to see the kind of size differential.
Okay. Well, really, because I honestly don't feel like it was
much of a difference.
I don't, because when I look at that picture, I'm like,
You see the clear difference of
I
what?
can see the difference, and I'm like, I can see, yeah, he can bench press, 300 or whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay.
entail. You know, how significant is the anti-androgen in question? How potent is it? Is it a steroidal anti-androgen? Is it non-steroidal? Like, what exactly are you using? Are you using exogenous estradiol, presumably? What is your dose? Is it an oral preparation? Is it injectable? Is it long-acting? Is it short-acting? What are you using here? Very, very vague, just saying HRT in general. So, again, when it comes to manipulation of hormone profiles in MMA, whatever league she's competing in, like you can imagine there's significant leeway for fuckery here when you're allowed to be using things that manipulate androgen receptor activation, when you're using things that can manipulate the fuck.
He's speaking.
Okay, I'm
He's
like,
speaking.
yo.
He's
and
speaking.
just like,
He's diving.
Factor is
like
form of estrogen you're
Yeah. He's speaking. He's the deeper into this than we were even thinking about going. What I was just trying to see, because this was the only video I could find. I just want to hear what she's saying, really. So let me go right there.
Now I'm running like 9-minute miles instead of 6s. I have to train harder. I don't heal as fast. Like, yeah, I want to fight the best that I can, the best in the world, in my weight class, in my gender. Frankly, it would be next to impossible for me to compete at a high level with men after going on hormones.
That is definitely,
That's why I said I'm misinformed. Because
I'm like, you can look at the picture and see that.
yeah, you can see the clear difference. You know what I mean? But still, without knowing, I don't know. I was just nervous when I heard about it because I didn't see the fight. I just heard about it, and I was like, I definitely wanted to talk to you about that. Wanted to know your take on. I
would have loved to see the fight or see some more information on it, like maybe like an interview or something about it, because it's definitely something that I feel like we as a community should learn more about versus attacking or making negative comments about, assuming. Because they're
still human beings. They still have feelings. Like you can't really. So that's why I wanted to start the video off by saying, hey, like Don't take anything we say. Just understand we're misinformed and we're here to learn because we have to learn. You know what I'm saying?
Thing that I always be cautious of is like the proper pronoun, like how to properly address.
Mm-hmm.
Because like that was my whole hesitation. And then I'm looking and I'm like, well, I could see, definitely could bench press this or whatever. But I'm like, yeah, I see a complete difference. Like
there is a difference in that photo. I'll go back to it.
Yeah, that was a drastic.
That photo in the beginning
is different. Look at the arms.
Yeah, you could tell.
You could tell.
What is
even in the facial?
The hormone that she's taking now.
Like what it does or how it is, but I'm like it's changing.
That's crazy. Cause you could even look at that person that they look like two different people.
Yeah.
Like you could never. I would never be able to tell. Ever be able to tell that you. She would have to say, like, this was me back in the day for me to be like,
right.
Stop lying. Like, seriously, that was you? She would literally have to say that to me.
Right.
In order for you to believe it. But I want to know, like...
Especially with her being able to say now that she can't lift,
Yeah,
that
near as much.
And run that fast and everything.
And I feel like that's probably what the part that the public didn't know. Because I would imagine there was an uproar when this fight was announced. You know what I mean? I think it was. That's how I think I heard about it because of the uproar that came with the fight. The assumption that, okay, people still think man versus woman. You know what I'm saying? Instead of transgender versus woman, or like you said, whatever the proper pronoun would be to say.
Once she has transitioned, it's a she.
It's a she, right.
And then it's like, that's who she is.
So it's exactly. So people still have that barrier of not being able to see woman versus woman because they knew you were previously a man.
Right. And that's the only thing where I'm like, okay, and not to be disrespectful because, of who they are now.
Right.
And she is her.
Right. I would have, maybe we could watch it. Maybe they have it on replay. We can go back and watch it and find it. Maybe somebody has it on YouTube, maybe UFC site or something like that. If y'all know a link where we can go watch it and see, I didn't watch it. I missed it, but I heard about all all of the leading up to it. Like, you know, some people didn't like it. Some people were against it.
Why?
Some people, because they felt as though it was an unfair advantage. And they probably didn't. Like, dude, he went super deep into it. You know what I'm saying? They probably didn't know the hormones that she's on or how her body is now no longer that strong of what, you know what I mean? And I saw some people saying they should create a separate division. You know, you have the men's division, you have the women's division, and maybe you should create a transgender.
But then that's still separating them out. I think that's the whole thing that they're fighting for, is to be created equal. I mean, I feel like that's still separating them into a different category and label. And I mean, hate it or love it, it's their life, you know. And
that's one thing that's always going to remain a fact. It's their life. They live it how they want to do,
right?
How they want to live, and as long as they're happy.
And that's what it is, you know. And I mean, and at the end of the day, whatever, because I mean, he was breaking down all these chemicals and how she's taking them, and you know what it's doing. And I'm like, at the end of the day, if her doctors, if it makes them feel some type of way, I'm pretty sure it's regulated somehow. But if the doctors in them are saying, hey, she's taking this, and you know she can't, and I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to weigh in and everything and show your ability. And if she can't, I mean,
and it's one factor we're leaving out of this.
What?
Somebody had to fight her, so they had to sign the contract and agreement.
But the thing is that there are women that can train and pull vehicles.
Absolutely.
So like, absolutely, why are we even going through this?
Absolutely.
And they can stay women.
Absolutely.
And kick a man's behind. So I'm like, where are we going? So
I don't know. I would love to know the fam's thoughts on it. You know what I mean? And I don't look for everybody to agree. We can agree to disagree on this type of subject, but you have to understand that she's here. That's what the life she chose. So it's her decision, and we have to respect that. It's my thoughts on it.
Yeah. I'd love to see the fight, like, cause that's dope. Like, I'm like,
you ready to see?
Yeah, because I'm like,
so please, somebody, if y'all have the link or something, y'all can put it in the description so we can go watch it. I would definitely appreciate it. And y'all get at us and let us know what you thought. Till the next one, we gone. Peace.